Hello dear students, good evening. Welcome to Maths IPE classes by NEET World. So this is your Abhilash sir. So now we are discussing Maths 2B, that is particularly differential equation. In the previous class we have already solved around 7 questions. Now let us complete the remaining questions pertaining to LAQs of differential equation, and also a reminder that I want to tell you, that is pertaining to differential equation, be it LAQs or SAQs, that is 4 marks or 7 mark question, they can ask interchangeably. That is, the questions that are coming in 4 marks can be asked in 7 marks, and the other way around is also possible. So be ready for both. Okay. Next thing is, when we are talking about this one, Maths 2B, today we will be concluding with Maths 2B. Now what is the plan of action? Tomorrow we will be doing Maths 2A, that is methods of what is that random variables and probability distribution. That chapter will be concluding tomorrow. So Maths 2A and 2B LAQs will be completed, and after that we will be going for SAQs and VSAQ. What about junior IPE? We will be starting it tomorrow. When it comes to junior IPE, we will be starting it tomorrow, that is 1A and 1B. So we will start with LAQs, then similar to 2A and 2B we will go for SAQs and also VSAQs. This will be the plan of action, friends. So let us start with the discussion. So let us take up the first question. Let me check whether I am audible.
So we will start with
Yeah.
LAQs.
So let us start with the first question. That is actually the question number 8. So yesterday we have discussed already around 7 questions pertaining to differential equations. Okay. This question number 8, they are telling solve the differential equation, that is 2x plus y plus 1 dx plus, what is that we have, 4x plus 2y minus 1 dy is equal to 0. This is the differential equation that they have given, friends. So by looking at it, see what are the various methods that we have to get the general solution or particular solution of the differential equation. One is that whether there is homogeneous equation, we will see, then we will see whether it is linear differential equation. Another one is variable separable method, and a variant of linear differential equation is what, Bernoulli's differential equation. Now this is what, this is definitely not homogeneous, and you cannot apply variable separable as of now directly. Now what we will do, let us write down solution. So given differential equation is, please write down this. Okay, in every question write down this. Given differential equation is, what is given, write down. Okay, 2x plus y plus 1 into dx plus 4x plus 2y minus 1 dy is equal to 0. Neatly, properly write down the question. Don't go wrong while copying the question. So this is what the question is given. Correct now? This is what the question is given. I hope it is visible. Okay. See here. This is what the question that is given. Let me check the brightness. Okay. Fine. So what we can do here, let us take all the dx related terms to the RHS. So this will become what, 4x plus 2y minus 1 into dy will be equal to minus times 2x plus y plus 1 into dx. You have to write this implies. Next what I can do, this one I can send it down. So this will become what, dy, I will bring dx down. So dy by dx would be equal to minus 2 times x plus y plus 1 minus 2 times x plus y plus 1 divided by, what is this I have, 4x plus 2y minus 1. This is what I have. Correct now? This is what I have. Now further see here, this is definitely not homogeneous, and here see here 2x plus y is there, here 4x plus 2y is there. Definitely here I can take 2 common. So what I will get, so let me write it here. This implies dy by dx would be equal to minus 2x plus y plus 1. That is what I can write it, students. So see here, so this I can take it as what, 2 I can take it outside. This will be 2 into 2x plus y minus 1. This is what I would be having. Now what I am having, 2x plus y is in numerator and 2x plus y is also there in denominator. What I can write it, I can write this as some value. Let us take this as what, put 2x plus y is equal to what, v. Okay, or v is equal to, let this be equation 1. Now what we will do, put v is equal to, what I can write it, put v is equal to 2x plus y. Okay, now what we will get on putting v is equal to 2x plus y, differentiate on both sides with respect to x. So I will get it as what, dv by dx will be equal to 2 into x, differential of x is 1. So this will become 2 plus y is, I can write it as dy by dx. So finally what I can write, dy by dx can be written as dv by dx minus 2. Okay, I'll get what the value of dy by dx. Dy by dx is what? dv by dx minus 2. This is what I'll get. Now let us write this as equation 2. Now what I'll do? Now I'll write it as what this implies. So dy by dx is equal to minus 2x plus y. 2x plus y is, this will be minus v plus 1 divided by, I am writing it in equation 1. Okay, I am writing it in equation 1 divided by 2 into v minus 1. Okay, 2 into v minus 1. Okay, this is what I have. Okay, dy by dx is equal to dv by dx minus 2. Correct? This dv by dx minus 2. This is what I have. Okay, now instead of dy by dx I can write, actually see here, instead of writing dy by dx I can write directly, see here, observe here carefully. Instead of dy by dx, that's what? dv by dx minus 2. So what I am doing? Minus 2 is equal to minus of v plus 1 divided by 2v minus 1. This is what? Using 2 in 1, using 2 in equation 1. Okay, 2 is this one. In equation 1 I am using it. That is the reason. Very important. Definitely you have got to write the reason. Using 2 in 1. This is what we have to write. Now dv by dx will become what? This implies. So dv by dx would be equal to minus v minus 1 divided by 2v minus 1. Okay, if I send it this side, it should become plus. Now I will take the LCM. LCM is what? 2v minus 1. So dv by dx would be minus v minus 1 plus 2 into 2v is 4v minus 2 divided by 2v minus 1. Correct na? This will be 2v minus 1. Further I can simplify this. See here, 4v minus v is what? 4v minus v. I can write here 4v minus v is 3v. This will be 3v. Okay, what I am having? Minus 1 minus 2. This will be minus 3 divided by what is this? 2v minus 1. Okay, 2v minus 1. Let us go to the next page. dx is equal to 3v minus 3. So what we are having, this implies dv by dx is equal to, okay, 3v minus 3. I can take 3 outside. This will become 3 times v minus 1 divided by 2v minus 1. Okay, divided by 2v minus 1. Correct na? Now let us apply variable separable method. dv, okay, 2v minus 1, I will send it this side. Okay, variable separable method means what? All the v terms towards dv, all the x terms towards dx. So what I can write here? 2v minus 1, this will become what, friends? This will become 2v minus 1 by, what is this? 2v minus 1 by v by, what is this? v minus 1 into dv. Let this, what is this? Let this 3 be here itself. 3 into dx. This is what I have. Okay. Integrate on both sides. Applying variable separable method. Applying variable separable method. Let me write it as applying VS variable separable method. VS method means variable separable. Please write the full form. You people please write the full form. Now see here, 2v minus 1 by v minus 1 is there. Okay, 2v minus 1 by v minus 1 is there. Now what I can write this? So minus 1 is there. So I can write this as what? I want it in terms of v minus 1. So I should do some manipulation. So here what I will do? I can write it as 2v minus 2 plus 1. Minus 2 plus 1 is what? It is nothing but minus 1 only. This is very important step. This is my key step. Divided by v minus 1. Okay, divided by v minus 1. Okay, divided by v minus 1 into dv. Okay, divided by v minus 1 into dv is equal to what? Integral of 3 dx. Don't do anything. Don't integrate here now. Okay, this is my key step. Very important step. See, this is my key step. Okay, this is my key step. Writing like this is my key step. This is my very important key step. Now see here, 2v minus 2 by v minus 1. So what I can do here? 2 I can take common. I can separate and integrate it. This I can write it as what? 2 times v minus 1 by v minus 1 into dv. Okay, plus 1 into, okay, integral of 1 by v minus 1 into dv is equal to integral of 3 dx. What is that? 2v minus 2 divided by v minus 1. I did it. Okay, 2 I have taken it outside. V minus 1 by v minus 1. I can cancel this. This implies. So integral of 2 times 1 into dv plus integral of, what is this? 1 by v minus 1. Integral of 1 by v minus 1. Okay, into dv is equal to integral of 3 dx. This is what I have. Now let us apply integration for all the three. So nothing is there means it is v. Okay, because it is a function of dv. Okay, so I can write this as what? 2 times v. This implies 2 times v plus integral of 1 by v minus 1 is what? Log of v minus 1. That we know that. Okay, integral of 1 by v minus 1. Integral of 1 by x is what? Log x. Similarly, integral of 1 by v minus 1 is log of v minus 1. This will be log of v minus 1, mod v minus 1. Okay, this will be what? Integral of 3 is nothing but 3x plus c. This is what I have. 3x plus c. Okay, 3x plus c. This is what I have. Now what we should do? For v value we have to substitute. What is the value of v that we took? V we took it as what? See here, friends. V we took it as, what is the value of v we took? So see here, what is the value of v we took? See here, what is it? Here, put v is equal to 2x plus y. Okay, put v is equal to 2x plus y. So wherever v is there, we'll put what? 2x plus y. So 2 into vx plus y is what? 2x plus y plus log of 2x plus y minus 1. Okay, this is equal to 3x plus c. Now 2 into 2 is 4x. This implies 4x plus 2y plus log of 2x plus y minus 1 is equal to 3x plus c. Okay, 4x minus 3x. If I bring it this side, this will become just x. 4x minus 3x is x plus 2y plus log of mod 2x plus y minus 1 modulus is equal to c. This is the final answer to this question. Okay, therefore is the required general solution of the differential equation. Required general solution. You have to write the full form of differential equation. Okay, this is the final answer, friends. This is how you got to solve this question. Clear? This is the final answer and this is our key step. Clear? This is the 8th question. How to solve this? I hope it is clear to you. Okay, you can take a screenshot of the solution if you want. Alright, let us move to the next question now. The 9th question. Okay, next question. Next question that you have is 9th question. See here, the question that is given is 1 plus x square dy by dx plus 2xy, okay, 2xy minus 4x square is equal to 0. Minus 4x square is equal to 0. Now see here, looking at this, I can see that there is something called some amount of linear differential equation by looking at this. So what I can do here, dy by dx plus 2xy is equal to 4x square, I can write it, but here 1 plus x square is there. So that means what? There is a variation in linear differential equation, that this is of what? Bernoulli's form. So what I can do? I can divide through it. I should eliminate this 1 plus x square. The coefficient of dy by dx in LDE should always be 1, positive 1. So I should remove this. So to remove this, what I will do? I will divide through it by this value, that is what? 1 plus x square. So first let me write down. So solution, see here, solution, given differential equation is what? What is given? 1 plus x square into dy by dx plus 2xy, okay, minus 4x square is equal to 0. Okay, this implies I can write it as what? 1 plus x square into dy by dx plus 2xy is equal to 4x square. Let me write it like this. Now 1 plus x square I have to eliminate because I want to make it a linear differential equation. Okay, so what I will do? I will divide throughout by 1 plus x square. Okay, 1 plus x square. Now what I'll get? This implies I'll get it as 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square. I have to write it 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square into dy by dx plus 2xy by 1 plus x square, okay, is equal to 4x square by 1 plus x square. This is what we have. Okay, this is what we have. Now what I'll have finally? I'll have dy by dx 1 plus x square will cancel here, plus 2x by 1 plus x square into 2x by 1 plus x square into y. I'll write it like this, into is equal to 4x square by 1 plus x square. Now I'll write this as equation 1. Okay, now what I'll write it? This equation 1 is of the form, equation 1 is a linear differential equation and it is of the form, what is that? It is of the form, okay, and it is of the form, see here, it is of the form dy by dx plus p of y dy by dx plus p times y is equal to q. Okay, p times y is equal to q, where see here, where what I can write it? Y into what I can write it? Where integrating factor is equal to e to the power of integral of p dy p dx. It should be p dx, e to the power of integral of p dx. Okay, and what I can write it, and y into integrating factor, it is equal to integral of q into integrating factor into dx. Here what I should write, here what is that we have, p is what, p of x is what, p of x is, see here p of x is, if we compare, on comparing, see, let me write this as equation 2, let this be equation 2, okay, let this be equation 2, okay, where, let me write here, okay. Now on comparing 1 and 2, on comparing equation 1 and 2, what is that equation 1, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, and comparing 1 and 2, what do we have, friends? So p will be equal to p of x, p is a function of x, that is nothing but it is equal to, what is it, 2x by 1 plus x square, correct. What is q is also function of x, q of x is what, 4x square by 1 plus x square, this is what we have, correct na, 4x square by 1 plus x square, this is what we have. Now what we can write, therefore now what I can write, integrating factor is e power integral of p dy, p dx, p is what here, okay, 2x by 1 plus x square dx, correct na. So this is nothing but what, so if I put x is equal to, t is equal to x square, I will get what, dt is equal to 2x dx, that is nothing but what, so this is what, integral of f dash of x by f of x, that is log f of x plus p. So this will become what, e power, what I can write it, I can write it as log of 1 plus x square, okay, to the base c. So that will become what, e power log of something to the base c is nothing but whatever the function is there, that I should write it, okay. Here I should write what, therefore integral of f dash of x by f of x dx is equal to log f of x plus c, this is the reason, okay. Here this will be equal to what, this will be equal to 1 plus x square, integrating factor, okay, integrating factor is this one. Now what I can write, y into integrating factor. Now let us write this equation, okay. Now y into integrating factor is what, integrating factor is, okay, 1 plus x square is equal to integral of q is what, friends, q is 4x square by 1 plus x square, okay, into integrating factor is what, 1 plus x square into what is that we have, dx, correct, into dx. Now what I can do here, 1 plus x square I can cancel, I will have what, y into 1 plus x square is equal to integral of 4x square dx, this is what I have. Now if I integrate this, what I will have, y into 1 plus x square will be equal to 4x cube by 3 plus c, this is what I would be having. Now I can write this as what, 3y into 1 plus x square is equal to 4x cube plus c. No need to take LCM for this one, c, so c will remain c as well, c will remain as c itself, no need to write 3c and all, no need to take LCM for c. Now this is the final answer, friends, is the required general solution of the differential equation, okay. This is the final answer to this question, friends, clear, this is the final answer to this question, clear, friends, this is the final answer to this question, okay, that's correct, okay. Now let us move to the 10th question, okay, let us move to the 10th question, friends, okay. Now let us move to the 10th question. So look at the question. The question says integral of, what is it, not integral, they are telling solve 1 plus y square dx minus, not minus, is equal to tan inverse of y minus x into dy, this is what the question that is given, okay, this is what the question that is given, friends, okay, this is what the question that is given, all right. Now they are asking to solve this. Now let us see what can be done. Now see here we are having 1 plus y square dx, okay, tan inverse of y minus x is given, correct now, tan inverse of y minus x is given. So let us write down first solution. What is that? Given differential equation is what? Given differential equation is, what is that we have? 1 plus y square dx is equal to tan inverse of y minus x into dy, okay, minus x dy, this is what we have, correct na, this is what we have. Now what I will do is divide divide throughout by what I'll do is divide throughout by dy I'll do it. Divide throughout by dy I'll do it. So what will happen? 1 plus y square into dx by dy is equal to tan inverse of y minus x into what I'll have dy by dy. What will happen? Dy by dy will cancel. So what I'll have? 1 plus y square into dx by dy. Now I'll take only x this side. Plus x is equal to plus x is equal to tan inverse of y Now see here, this actually a linear differential equation. Now what I should do? Now divide throughout by 1 plus y square. Now divide throughout by 1 plus y square. What I have? Dx by dy will be plus dx by dy. I'll have 1 plus y square will cancel. X by 1 plus y square. X by 1 plus y square will be equal to tan inverse of y by 1 plus y square. This is what I'd be having. Finally, correct na? This is what I would be having. Think correctly. This is of which form? Is it linear or should I use variable separable method? This is of which form? Please think correctly. Now look at this. I am having these of the form dx by dy. These of the form. See, let me write this as equation 1. Equation 1 is of the form. So see here, equation 1 is of the form. 1 is of the form. See, actually we will write it. What is the previous question? What did we do? So what is it? This of the form dy by dx plus p of y is equal to q. This is what we wrote it, correct na? But this is of the form dx by dy, this reverse. Wherever x is there, you have to put y plus p of x is equal to q. This is equation 2. Where you have to write it, where p of y, where you have to write it as what? Where what you should write it? Where integrating factor is equal to e power integral of p dy. It is what? P dy. E power integral of p dy and what do we have? And x, that there we were writing y into integrating factor is equal to integral of what we are writing? Q into integrating factor dx, correct na? This is x, this is what we will write it, and x into integrating factor is equal to integral of q into integrating factor into dy. This is what we should write it. Instead of x we should write dy. Clear na? Now what we will do? Now what we will do? This will be equation 2. On comparing what is that? Equation 1 and 2. We have what? We have p of y is what here? P of y is what here, friends? P of y is 1 by 1 plus y square. 1 by 1 plus y square. And what about q of y? Q of y is what? Q of y is what, friends? Q of y is, see here, tan inverse of y by 1 plus y square. Tan inverse of y by 1 plus y square. Now what about the integrating factor here? Integrating factor is equal to e power integral of p of dy. P of dy is what? 1 by 1 plus y square is equal to p by 1 by 1 plus y square, not is equal to into, it should be equals. What is that? 1 by 1 plus y square into dy. 1 by 1 plus y square into dy. Integral of 1 by 1 plus y square is what? What is that? Tan inverse of y. So I can write this as what? This will be equal to e power tan inverse of y. That is what? That is a integrating factor. This is what we have. Now what will happen to this x? So this will become x into x into integrating factor is what? E power tan inverse of y. That would be equal to q. What is the value of q? Q is tan inverse of y by 1 plus y square. Tan inverse of y by 1 plus y square into what is that we have here? E power tan inverse of y. Because that is integrating factor. This will be dy. Now what we will do is, we will put tan inverse of y is equal to what? We will put tan inverse of y is equal to t. And let us see what we will get. We will put tan inverse of y is equal to t. Next page we will take it. See here what do you have? we are having this implies what is what we are having. So x into e power tan inverse of y is equal to integral of what is that we have, tan inverse of y by 1 plus y square is equal to into 1 plus y square into e power tan inverse of y dy. This is what you have, correct? Now this is what we have. Let me check my phone once. This is what we have, correct? So this is what we have. Now what we will do? We will put t is equal to tan inverse of y. Put t is equal to tan inverse of y. So dt will become what, friends? Dt will become 1 by 1 plus y square dy. It will become. Now this equation will become what? X into e power t, or I can write it as e power tan inverse of y is equal e power tan inverse of y, because we are integrating only here. Okay. So this will become what? T into e power t. Okay. 1 by 1 plus y square dy will become dt. Okay. Now we are having this. Now let us integrate this. Now integrate t into e power t. Okay. What we will do? By integrating by parts. Integral of uv by parts. Okay. By integrating by parts. Integral of uv is nothing but what? Okay. U into v1 minus integral of u dash v1. Okay. U dash v1. Okay. U dash v1 dx. Correct now? U into v dx, if I write it, this will be equal to u into v1 dx. Okay. U into v dx, if you write it, this is what we will be having. This will be equal to this. Okay. Where u dash is what? First order derivative of u. Okay. v1 is integral of v. Okay. v1 is integral of v. Okay. Here u is what? Here u is t and v is e power t. Now this will become what? This will become what? So this will become, this implies integral of t into e power t will be equal to t into e power t, because integral of e power t is e power t only, minus derivative of t is what? 1 only. So 1 into e power t dt. So that will be equal to what? T into e power t minus e power t plus c. So we will have what, friends? I can write this as e power t, I can take it common. So this will become e power t into t minus 1 plus c, or this plus c, this I can write it, this is what? I will write it as 3. So what I will write here? This will become what? X into e power tan inverse of y is equal to what it will become? E power t into t minus 1 plus c. What I should write here? Plus c. T minus 1 plus c. This will become t minus 1 plus c. Okay. You should write therefore using should write the reason, therefore using what is that? Therefore using 3. Therefore using the result 3. Okay. This is what we got here. Now what I should do? Let us put back the value of t. X into e power tan inverse of y into tan inverse of y minus 1 plus c. This is what I have. Okay. X into e power tan inverse of y, okay, into e power tan inverse of y minus 1 plus c. This is what I have. Okay. This is what I will be having. Now what I can simplify further? X into e power tan inverse of y into e power tan inverse of y into tan inverse of y minus e power tan inverse of y. No need to do that. Okay. Let us keep it here itself. That's simple. Okay. Let us keep it till here. That's enough. Okay. Let us keep it till here. That's enough. We have taken common here. So if you write it here, this is the, therefore is the required general solution. Is the required general solution of differential equation, Clear, friends? This is the way you have to solve this question. This is the way you got to solve this question. Clear, friends? Okay. Okay. Now let us go to the next question, friends. Let us go to the next one. That is the last one of the differential equation pertaining to LAQs. So see here, they are asking solve 1 plus x square into dy by dx plus y is equal to e power tan inverse of x. This is the question that is given. Okay, let us solve this. Let us solve this, friends. So see here. So let us write down solution. Solution. Given differential equation is what? 1 plus x square into dy by dx plus y is equal to e power tan inverse of x. E power tan inverse of x. Correct? Now this is what is given. Observe carefully. This is what is given. Now look at this. Definitely you can sense that this is of the form linear differential equation, but it is a variation of it, that is 1 plus x square is there as a coefficient of dy by dx, but the coefficient of dy by dx in linear differential equation should always be positive one. So what I should do? I should eliminate 1 plus x square plan from what? From dy by dx. So what I should do, friends? So let me divide throughout by 1 plus x square. Divide throughout by 1 plus x square. So what I will be having? 1 plus x square. This implies 1 plus x square into dy by dx plus y by 1 plus x square is equal to e power tan inverse of x by 1 plus x square. This is what I will be having. Okay. Now what I will have? 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square, I should divide here also. Correct? So this will be cancelling. So I will have dy by dx. This implies I will have dy by dx, okay, plus 1 by 1 plus x square into y into is equal to e power tan inverse of x divided by 1 plus x square. Let this be equation 1. Now equation 1 is of the form linear differential equation in x. Equation 1 is of the form, okay, equation 1 is of the form dy by dx plus p times y is equal to q. This is equation 2. Now where what you should write? What you should write here? Where you should write it as integrating factor is equal to e power integral of p dx and y times integrating factor is equal to integral of what? Q times integrating factor, q times of integrating factor into dx. This is what we have. Okay. Now on comparing, very important, on comparing equation 1 and 2. On comparing equation 1 and 2, what do we have? On comparing equation 1 and 2, p of x. P is a function of x. Is p of x is what? 1 by 1 plus x square. See here, 1 by 1 plus x square. And what is q of x? Q of x is what? Q of x is e power tan inverse of x. E power tan inverse of x by 1 plus x square. Now integrating factor is equal to e power integral of p dx. Correct? Now p is what? 1 by 1 plus x square dx. That would become what? 1 by 1 plus x square is what, friends? Integral of 1 by 1 plus x square is tan inverse of x. So this will become what? E power tan inverse of x. E power tan inverse of x. This is what it would become. Now what I can do it? So therefore I can write it, okay, y into integrating factor is what? Y into e power tan inverse of x is equal to integral of e power tan inverse of x by 1 plus x square into integrating factor is what? E power tan inverse of x again into dx. Okay, into dx. Now here put, okay, for this equation, let me do it here. I think it is visible. Okay, let me do it here. Okay, let me do it here, or let us do it in the next page. No, not a problem. Now here put t is equal to tan inverse of x. Tan inverse of x. Therefore what we will have? Y into what we are having? E into tan inverse of x. Y into e power tan inverse of x. Y into e power tan inverse of x would be equal to integral of e power t into e power t divided by what is it we have? So dt will become what, friends? Therefore this implies dt will become 1 by 1 plus x square dx. So 1 by 1 plus x square dx. So see here, 1 by 1 plus x square dx, that will become dt. So this will become what? E power t into e power t. Okay, e power t into e power t. Okay, into dt. E power 2 into e power t, that is e power t plus t, that is e power 2t it will become. So this implies y into e power tan inverse of x is equal to integral of e power 2t dt. So e power 2t dt is e power 2t dt, integral of e power 2t, but the coefficient of t is what? 2, that I should write it below. Okay, so this implies e power tan inverse of x, y into e power tan inverse of x is equal to e power 2t by 2 plus c. So this would become what, friends? 2 if I send it this implies 2 times y e power tan inverse of x. Okay, now t I should substitute as what? Tan inverse of x. E power 2 times tan inverse of x, okay, by by 2 is already I have sent it there. Okay, tan inverse of x plus c. So this is the final answer, friends. This is the final answer to this question, friends. This is the final answer to this question. So see here, this will be 2. This will be 2 here. So 2y into e power tan inverse of x is equal to e power 2 times tan inverse of x plus c. This is the final answer. Therefore, is the required general solution of the given differential equation. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is how you got to solve this question. Okay, all right, we have solved almost 11 questions. Okay, particularly 11 questions we have solved, not almost. Okay, exactly we have solved 11 questions. There are more, they are more than sufficient for you to do well in the LAQs pertaining to differential equation, and it will also help in what? Also help in SAQs. All right, friends, thank you. Let's meet in the tomorrow's class. Please keep revising and practicing. Okay, thank you.